Getting all started up here, making sure we clicking and that we going on every platform that we supposed to be on. Yes, sir. What's up? What's going on, baby? You in your boy's house with your boy Bam Bam Belly Young, one of Watts three sons. Your drum major for justice, because there is no justice for just us. Representing East Side ours, because the East Side is ours, where we take care of ours. So continue to stand tenfold, 10 toes down on them tenfold rounds, baby. Giving all praises to the Most High God for allowing us to keep breathing. Gotta keep breathing. You breathe, you got opportunity to get it right, man. And I need you to do your best to try to get it right today, man. We got so much to do, so little time, baby. We just keeping it 400 around this piece, man. I'm giving all praises to the Most High God for putting the air in my lungs and the words in my mouth and placing me in the position to have the opportunity to do my part to make this world a little better, that I got to leave my son and my daughter in one day, man, to do my part to return God's chosen to his law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we're here to do. Ladies and gentlemen, things are bad, man. It's real bad. It's bad in L.A. It's bad in Compton. It's bad, man. I done heard some terrible, terrible stories, man. We'll get off into it because, I mean, if you at least 45, 50, man, y'all know we better than this. Really did. Breaks my heart because to see the streets in the condition that they in right now is a result, counterintelligence of the gang truce. The federal government coming in and destroying the peace between the brothers, sowing discourse amongst the brothers. If we build LA and all those punk ass organizations that claim to support us would have got behind the organizations, got behind the brothers like they said they would after the riots, and put brothers to work, rebuilding their communities and all that, man, a lot of this stuff we're seeing right now probably wouldn't exist. Because it would have been different, man. It should have been different, man. We had literally got together and tried to introduce a better, brighter future for our babies and for our communities, and we got shitted on for mysterious shootings, brothers getting locked up on trumped up charges, other brothers fleeing and running off to the other states and stuff because they felt like the law was coming after them. Weird little shit going on. Same stuff that happened to the Panthers. Exact same thing. Nothing different. Son, we are just the next phase, ladies and gentlemen, the next phase. That being said, man, hey man, it is what it is, and what it is right now just ain't that good. Ain't good at all. But we're gonna do our best, man. For our people. Y'all see the scroll going across the bottom. Read there. Talk about. Because that's what we talk about. I mean, it is what it is, right? But it is what it ain't. I want to get off into the conversation about all these organizations, groups, and stuff that's supposed to be taking up, getting these government dollars, man, getting these funds and all this bread money and all this organization money. Yeah, we got to talk about these people, man, because when I was president, man, in the Hussies, man, we came at them and needed help, man. Nothing for. They said everything went to other organizations. Sweet my policy. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody, man, but hey, I've been in Watts a long time, and a lot of these people been getting those funds a long time, and the condition has not changed. We got over 1,000 nonprofit organizations operating in the Watts area. How do we have those conditions? Everything that's going on, man. Work cut out for us, man. Nevertheless, man, let's get off into these current events. Y'all know we got these shootings going on and all these discussions, man. So let's get off into it, hey. Let's get into it. Always boom, 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 boom.
o'clock, at least 5 people have been taken to the hospital after a shooting at a corner market in South Los Angeles. Hello, I'm David Ono.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. Police are searching for possibly 3 people involved with the shooting. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live near Manchester and Figueroa with new information from police this afternoon. Leanne.
Giovanna, David, that's right. We are waiting for Mayor Karen Bass as well as LAPD Chief Jim McDonald. They are expected here at the scene in about 5 to 10 minutes to talk about the shooting. I'm going to step out of the way and show you the scene here in South Los Angeles. You can see it remains cordoned off as this investigation continues in front of the 7 Market here. That is where the gunfire erupted, leaving 5 injured. Here's what authorities had to say just a short time ago.
At about 2:30 this afternoon, our officers received a radio call of a shooting here at 8501 South Figueroa. When they arrived, they were able to confirm that we did have 5 victims of a shooting at this time, and they're being treated as we speak. At this time, all of this is preliminary. We do have casings here at scene, but we're walking the neighborhood, looking for video to confirm exactly what happened. And as you can see behind us, our officers and our investigators are at scene working through this as we speak.
Now, the LAPD initially told us that one of those 5 victims had died due to his gunshots, but now we are told that that is not the case, that he is one of at least 2 that are in.
Yeah, I heard the young dude is on life support. So I brained him, brother. Could still. All the other victims, families, condolences.
In critical condition. Investigators telling us that all of them are male victims between 19 to 35 years old. At this point, they say it does appear to be a gang-related shooting. All they have on the suspects at this point are 3 men who were dressed in hoodies. They apparently fled in a white Honda Civic. As you heard the captain there saying, they are now looking for surveillance video, anything that may give them more information as to exactly
surveillance video. Might as well get ready, because a lot of this stuff that done went on was caught on camera, man. Been like 10 shootings or something like that. Cameras are everywhere, yo. Yes, man. They don't get it. They don't understand. They all Instagram and man, it's crazy, bro. Where are the interventionists? Where are the interventionists?
What happened. Now, a short time ago, Mayor Karen Bass released a statement saying that, quote, this incident of violence has disrupted the peace and will absolutely not be tolerated. She went on to say that the LAPD will be increasing their presence here in the South Los Angeles community, and that community violence interventionists will be working to de-escalate some
interventionalist. You heard what she said, right? Interventionalists will be blah, 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 blah. Shout out to my boy Vic 6'4" from Bonnie on some real shit, man. Those opportunities only go to the wrong people. If the right people were being subsidized to deal with the issues in the streets, you would see results. That's out to those Sherrills, man. That's out the Big Lowdown, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some key cats out there, man, that can actually be effective. These ain't shot callers. No, man. These are brothers that come from these communities, grew up in these communities that have reached the other side of the mountain, that can help the others get to the other side. They are the little engines that could.
Some of the concerns, they have intentions within the neighborhood here. They are concerned that that is what could happen, that this shooting could spark more violence. Back live now here at the scene. Again, we are awaiting the arrival of Police Chief Jim McDonald as well as Mayor Karen Bass to talk about this shooting and to talk about exactly what happened. But again, 5 people shot. We know at least 2 of them are listed in critical condition. Live in South Los Angeles, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 I.
Now you heard what she said. You heard what she said. Gang interventionists. The only thing that has ever been successful at quelling gang violence on the street is the intervention by brothers. Interventionists. Yeah. Nothing else is, it ain't been police, and ain't been these so-called experts and these college degreed having people. It's been the dudes that's grassroots from the community that have lived the condition, understand it, and know what the techniques are to be applied to get people out of the condition. But these people are not getting the investment because that's counterproductive to their overall goal. They want this stuff. If not, they would, come on now, they took millions of federal dollars and spent it on counterintelligence against the Black Panthers and other organizations like that. Where the millions at now?
A series of shootings hit South LA over the weekend. 10 people have been shot. 2 people have been killed.
They all happened within a few miles of each other. Mario is live at the latest shooting that happened at Century in Maine. Mario.
Bob, Brooke, the ongoing violence leaving residents here on edge. 3 shootings, as you mentioned, separate incidents within miles of each other in the span of 4 days. And you can see here the latest sparking this active homicide investigation by the LAPD. The shooting unfolding near this strip mall parking lot just outside of a T-Mobile store where the victim's body is covered right now. It was just before midnight. Take a look. This is at the corner of Century and Main Street. Police say 2 men were shot. A 25-year-old died at the scene. A 51-year-old man was rushed to the hospital in stable condition. Officers found dozens of shell casings scattered across the street here. Investigators telling us, according to witnesses, the victims were walking on the sidewalk when a group of suspects drove up to them, drew guns, and opened fire. And those suspects, they say, drove away with no vehicle description given. Police now calling the attack likely gang-related. And about 9 hours before this deadly gunfire, police responded to a mass shooting less than a mile away at Figueroa in Manchester, where 5 people were shot in broad daylight. The victims, 19 to 35 years old, 4 men and a woman. One remains in critical condition. Police say here 2 or 3 shooters were involved, speeding off in a white sedan. The violence sparking an urgent response from city leaders. Mayor Bass calling it senseless, and the police chief speaking out about the ongoing violence as well.
School right across the street. That's the time generally that the school is letting out. The senselessness and the callousness of where they did it and when they did it, it should really hit all of us.
Now, investigators say it may have all started Saturday night. Deadly gunfire at 80th and Figueroa in the Vermont Knolls neighborhood. A 35-year-old man was killed, 2 others injured, and LAPD detectives believe that shooting may have set off this latest wave of violence, including last night's deadly attack. The mayor says police presence will now be increased here in South LA, hoping to prevent even more bloodshed. Now, coming back out here live, these are at least 2 of several cameras that we see here in the area. Investigators have been trying to get their...
That's right. That's just the 2 that y'all see. The cameras all over, man. Most people got cameras all around their houses. Most people got cameras watching their driveways, the front of their house. Most people got cameras, man. Those just security cameras around their home. It's not very expensive to have a security system around your home, not to mention all these businesses. In the area that they're in, lots of cameras. They picked up everything. Not to mention these little dudes gonna snitch on themselves anyway. They don't know how to not.
Hands on footage, talking to any potential witnesses. Again, 3 shootings, 3 locations within a few miles. For now, that's the latest here in South LA. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you.
Police are trying to get a handle on a string of suspected gang-related shootings that have killed 2 people and injured 8 others in South LA since Saturday.
Mario Ramirez is at Century Boulevard and Main Street, which was the scene of the latest deadly shooting, right, Mario?
That's right. We're in the Broadway, Manchester neighborhood.
Now, this is where it hit home, dog. This is where it hit home for me.
South LA. That latest shooting unfolded here near this strip mall parking lot where police say 2 men were ambushed, and one of the victims now identified as 26-year-old Dylan Presley, who lived in Vegas but was visiting his father here in South LA.
Man, I'm hurt, man. This is my child. He's gone.
Shock and disbelief.
That's my homeboy Randy right there, man. My homeboy Randy out of Avalon Gardens right there. Former president, Avalon Garden Resident Advisory, man. Sat on the board, sat on the resident citywide board. Did all he could to help his community.
Belief as his father learns his son was killed in the latest of 3 shootings to rock South LA in a span of 4 days, just blocks apart.
He wasn't supposed to be dead. I'm going to say it like that. Because he didn't gang bang over here. He didn't do none of that. And they did what they did. They killed my...
Real talk. He wasn't in Main Street, man. It's possible this everybody know by now Main Street Hoovers is obviously going crazy since the 3rd. A lot of people shot, a lot of people died. This is his son. Son ain't even from Long Beach. Ain't even from the area. He was just wrong place at the wrong. If I ain't mistaken, this is his second other son. Or the other son that he didn't die for nothing. Hurting bad for my brother.
My son.
Just before midnight at the corner of Century and Main Street, police say 2 men were shot, a 26-year-old who died at the scene and a 51-year-old man who was rushed to the hospital. Investigators say, according to witnesses, the victims were walking on the sidewalk when a group of suspects drove up to them, drew guns, and opened fire.
It's bad. All the areas around because this activity has been going on, days and nights.
9 hours before that deadly gunfire, police responded to a mass shooting about a mile and a half away at Figueroa and Manchester, where 5 people were shot in broad daylight. The violence sparking an urgent response from city leaders.
As soon as we identified what potential gangs were involved, we put our people and our resources in the right places to create a deterrent effect and to use the intel that we have.
It's not just a gang violence, it's a lot of things. It's a combination of things. You know what I mean? It's a combination of drugs.
Investigators say it may have...
That's right, man. This is on some real serious stuff. Be doing all the craziness that they doing. Like there's just no consequences. I know California, LA, they lenient, they laxed on a lot of crime right now, but not this gang stuff. No, this gang stuff puts prisoners into their private prisons, who they're getting sued by for not providing them. You young brothers is falling for a hook, line, and sinker. The thing is, this generation is supposed to know better. All of that we did in the 90s, man, it's like it was for nothing. Just like all that our parents did in the 60s, it's like it was for nothing. I'm disgusted right now.
All started Saturday night. Deadly gunfire at 80th and Figueroa in the Vermont Knolls neighborhood, where a 35-year-old man was killed and 2 others were injured, with multiple suspects on the run.
We will find the perpetrators of this crime and hold them accountable.
Karen Bass needs to step up and step in her neighborhood where her people is really needed.
Yeah, my brother is hurting right now. Oh, my boy is hurting, man. Bad, dude. Dude, man. Nobody. Yeah, man, this is a dude that I know firsthand. Was looking out for his community. Here we are doing the free guard training in Avalon Gardens back in the day. This man, good dude, off the low rider, said all that, man. Man, working on everybody's cars, man, looking out for people, man, who can't afford to get their cars fixed. Go take your car to this dude, man. He'll look out for you, man. Look out for me. A lot of people. Dead for his community. Listen out right there, man. Little parade and everything. Was providing programs, services, food pantry, giveaways. This guy, man. There it is, dog.
Breaking news at 6 o'clock, at least 5 people
Caught up. Culture that society, because it's been about to thrive. It's all over the United States now. You got Crips, bro. The good dude. Here's we still together right now. He's supposed to be coming on the show, doing the show. This is some bullshit, man. Reckon, dog, this is some bullshit, man. That's his son, man. These are his sons. They carry his seed, man. Y'all don't understand what it really means to lose a son. Unless you lose one. And then even then, how do y'all really understand what you just lost? The birth of a nation, man. This is some real way out stuff right now. And we're going to get off into it because there's other videos, man. He speaks to my brother, man. I'm going to have to call my brother, man. Call him, man. He heard me. Now we on to Compton. Always give credit to the content creator. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock, man. He got some good content, man. The brother be coming with it. Put his link in the description so y'all can follow his channel. Out there trying. He one of the brothers out there trying to do his part too.
We almost at the end of the and catch every video when I drop. And that's going down out here. And when I say going down, is going down. We almost at the end of the summer. We at the end of the summer? Yeah, man. And it still feel like it's hot like July. Somebody else done lost their life out here, man. Somebody else done lost their life, man. It had been a high-speed chase, and also a deputy, I believe, lost his life as well. It's been going down, so we're going to take it to the city of Compton, man, where these youngsters got caught trying to put in some work. Now, guess what happened when you get caught for putting in work, especially something at this magnitude? You is out of here. If you don't beat this, you could forget about it. And 9 times out of 10, when this involves some deputies, man, they going to make sure they get you. They going to make sure they get you, man. But anyway, rest in peace to all the people who done lost their lives in these last few days. It's been going down. And it's best to stay out the way right now, man. If you don't have to be in the streets, I would advise you to stay out of them, man, because it's hot, man. And these dudes right here, they don't think about it till they end up in the holding tank. They wake up in there, they sober up, don't realize where they at. They've been off drugs, doped up all night, doing crazy madness. And when they get caught, man, they gonna either tell to get out of jail, or they just
Ooh, there ain't nothing worse than being in that cell and you're high and your drunk, your drink is coming, it's wearing off. All those I should have started speaking inside of your head, man. I should have just went home, and I shouldn't even went, and I shouldn't even drunk that. I shouldn't even smoked that. I shouldn't even be fucking with these niggas.
just caught dead bang where they not gonna get out of jail. So let's cover this content. Take it to the city of Compton, man. Let's go.
Breaking news now in Compton.
Hey, before we get off into that, man, shouts out to all the people in the room. I see my boy Big Zodown is up in here. The girl Miss Nisi is in the house. My nigga Bleon is in there. What's up, baby, man? Love all of y'all to death. Love y'all to life, y'all.
Multiple suspects are under arrest after deputies were shot during a pursuit.
That's right. We have live team coverage this morning. Our Armida Startino live at the scene with how those suspects got arrested. Our Mark Lou is at the desk with more on that deadly shooting that started the pursuit. But let's start with Amanda.
Good morning. A lot of moving parts here. So this all came to an end just after 5 o'clock this morning when deputies finally moved in and arrested those 3 suspects. But it was a wild and dangerous night to get to that point. And I actually just spoke to one of the deputies that was involved in that pursuit. He says he was in that vehicle that was shot at by suspects after they were in another area. They saw what happened at a 7-Eleven with a shooting there, and they went off after those suspects. So take a look at that video from the scene overnight. When they tried to intervene, the suspects took off, sparking a chase that went down the 91 freeway and back into Compton. That's when the deputy says the suspects opened fire on them, striking the top of their patrol unit. He says they recovered at least 2 shell casings from that, though. They heard several rounds. Thankfully, no deputies were hurt there. The pursuit then ended near 139th and Zamora Avenue, where deputies found 2 rifles in the suspect's vehicle, but the suspects weren't done just yet. They bailed on.
They done. They can cancel Christmas. These dudes is done. Straight idiots, man. Y'all throwing y'all life away. I don't care where you from. I don't care who it is. I don't care about any of that, man. You're gonna have to deal with the consequences. That's on y'all, man. Y'all didn't went out. Y'all could have went and signed up for the Army and got some good medical benefits. If y'all got a heart like this to go run down and knock something down, then bust on the police, boy, y'all could have went to the Army and got them good medical benefits if you make it out of there. But, man, it's over with, man. It's over with for these cats, man.
Foot, jumping fences and hiding in backyards. So that's what you're looking at here. That led to an overnight standoff in a neighborhood at East 139th and South Hilford Avenue. Dozens of deputies, SWAT teams.
Look at that, another brother, another black kid getting put in the police car for to lose his life to this senseless nonsense, man.
K-9 units and even a tactical armored vehicle called the Rook surrounded the area prepared to be used. So over loudspeakers, deputies ordered the suspects to surrender, but they never came out. At one point, they even deployed a flashbang. That's what you heard there, to try to force them out. Finally, just after 5 a.m., deputies moved in by force and took all 3 suspects into custody. They were found scattered in different spots, but all are now under arrest. If you come back out to us live here, the neighborhood has since been cleared, though deputies are still working out of this staging area. Looking at, this is where we are at off of Rosecrans. We've sent several people from the neighborhood. They've been brought here, not suspects, but likely being questioned with this investigation. They are all on the other side of this parking lot. We've been asked to stand over here away from that investigation. But now, after a chase, there was gunfire, a long standoff. This all 3 suspects have now been arrested, but this all started at a shooting at another location at Long Beach Boulevard. So Mark Lou now joins us at the desk with more on that homicide investigation.
Boy, these youngsters was on one. They was, you know what, man, I can't, listen, they went and put us from work according to this clipping right here, this news clipping, and then on their way getting chased, they let off a few shots at the one time, at the popos. So we can't say, man, oh, they went and put in some work, but when the police got behind them and say free, they threw their guns and ran. No, they let off a few shots. These dudes right here had heart of a gunslinger. They had heart, man. They could have definitely went to the Army.
Mark, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Amanda, your scene very active, but there is a second scene where this all started in the Compton area, where a man was found shot and was later taken to the hospital, and he died. We have a breaking news crew at that scene as well. Let me bring you to live pictures of that. What you're looking at here, the street's still closed, Long Beach and Shinner. Now, there is crime tape up on the sidewalk right in front of a liquor store here. LA County Sheriff's homicide detectives are here working the scene. They say this is the originating point of that pursuit that ended where Amanda Starantino is, over to the northwest, about 4 miles away. LA County Sheriff's deputies say it was about 10:40 last night that they responded here for shots fired. They said they found a man down on the ground here in critical condition, suffering from a gunshot wound. LA County fire paramedics whisked him away to a local hospital. Unfortunately, he died at the hospital, so a homicide investigation was launched here.
All right, so we got the guy that lost his life. What was that, this morning or yesterday? He lost his life. And then we got the young man right here who lost his life. And then we got 3 of them that got arrested for this homicide. That's 4 lives gone. 4 lives gone off the streets. Them dudes probably had kids. They done left their kids out here. They done left their girlfriends out here. All because of what? Some of y'all OGs, man, some of y'all OGs, some of you older cats, man, got to tell y'all homies, man, listen, man, it ain't worth it, homie. It ain't worth it, because if you get caught up in this, man, you going to lose your life. You ain't going to come back on the streets, and then ain't nobody going to send you nothing. Yeah, you probably get a few letters in the beginning, but 10, 15 years from now, nobody's going to be thinking about you. And the crazy part about it, the dudes that y'all trying to impress right now, y'all probably still young teenagers, whatever the case may be. They look like they was young, no more than 30. Guess what's going to happen 10, 15 years from now? Some of the dudes that's on this same mentality that you own right now, they might change their life. They might change their life, they might have kids of their own. Some of them might not have kids. Some of them might become preachers. Change their life, not even involved with none of this stuff no more. They probably don't want nothing else to do with it. Y'all gonna be still sitting up in there doing time. Yeah, them little girlfriends that y'all done left out here, some of y'all, this over with, man. Some of them girls supposed to give it up to some of your partners. And about to get
he wrong, but he on point.
Pregnant by some of your partners. All your cars and jewelry and clothes, they new boyfriend's gonna be wearing that stuff and driving your car. It's a wrap, man. This is a game that you ain't gonna win. You can't beat it, man. The streets been here longer than all of us. And a lot of this stuff that we see going on, it's been going on over and over and over and over again. And you cannot beat it. You wasting your time. It's like a hamster.
Go talk, man. It's like he said. It's like, let me say it.
Turn the wheel, just going in circles, in circle, in circle. And some of the dudes.
I'm not going to take over nobody's hood. You're not going to punk nobody into not being where they from no more. Nobody's hoods is going nowhere. This is just an endless cycle of genocide. And in the midst of it, we lose real good brothers. That's 400. That's 500. And I can't get off these fake ass interventionists, man. Getting all this federal money, getting all these dollars. Y'all supposed to be seeing to it that y'all supposed to be a part of making sure these type of things don't happen. Not a response team. Y'all supposed to be intervention. Y'all supposed to be in those streets right now, quelling things before they, putting out fires before they get ignited. But a lot of these fake dudes that's supposed to be the interventionists, and y'all know who y'all is. I ain't gonna name no names. I ain't gonna name no organizations. Y'all know who y'all is. Honest to God, nobody in these hoods fuck with y'all. And y'all know it. You got certain people in these neighborhoods that put up with you, the cats. Don't know that these, for the most, and these youngsters really don't fuck with y'all. Look at y'all, they look at y'all as straight up snitches. And like y'all working with the police. Now I don't blame them for feeling that way. Because y'all come off as like that's all y'all do is report to the police what's going on the block. That's not intervention, bro. That's snitching. Man, I'm telling you, dude. I know real interventionists, dude, and these dudes you got nowadays is not interventionists. Let's move on.
We're also following this developing news. The search is on for the gunman who opened fire at a Pico Rivera gas station, killing a 13-year-old boy. It's the second deadly shooting at a gas station in that city in the last 3 days. And with that, we say good evening to you.
Shouts out to my man, the DA. That's his part of town, dog. Whittier Boulevard. We know who be over there, don't we? Whittier. Crazy part is, with all these gang shootings, watch what I tell you. Law enforcement is going to be way more turned up with black people in the streets than any of this stuff that y'all seen going on with ICE and all of that, with the Latinos. They already in the projects shaking brothers down, towing cars and patrolling extra heavy. Ain't none of this shit happened in the projects. None of this stuff happened in the projects. All right, folks, we just had a breakdown just now. And bye. But yeah, real talk. Lost my trail of thought low key. What was I saying? Off, man. On some real stuff though, man. These so-called gang interventionists, dude, they need to be all replaced. They all need to be replaced, all of them. Wait a minute, my man, the DA is calling in. DA, can you hear me? What's up, son? We on here talking about this craziness going on in LA right now, dog. You don't know nothing? You ain't heard nothing about all the shootings and the killings, man? Yeah. Nigga, one of those people.
Yeah, I heard a little bit.
Yeah, one of them people that got shot was my boy Randy's son. Got killed on man on Century in Maine. That's my man Randy, man's son.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's ugly out there
Hey,
right
was
now.
it a couple of shifts today from Vermont?
I'm not sure.
They had a couple of spots blocked off on just a little past floor. Yeah, like 2 areas blocked off, taped off.
That's
people
crazy.
were just standing out there.
Crazy, man. I ain't seen LA this turned up since the 80s, bro. I ain't seen this kind of on the real. I ain't seen this kind of busing since the 80s, bro. It's way out, man, but it's real. Hey, man, everything on camera.
Yeah, I was talking to one of them dudes from EPS the other day. He was telling me about it yesterday.
Yeah.
He was telling me about all the shit that's going down.
Man, you see those youngsters killed, shot 5 over here, shot 3 over here, shot another 2 over here. I'm playing the video right now about the shooting in Compton. The youngsters did. They got caught. And like I literally just said your name on the show, dog, because the shooting over off of Whittier and Pico Rivera. Says my man. Says my man.
Hey, peep this. Peep this. That's right around the corner from me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look, peep this. I went to that gas station 2 days before he did.
All right.
Was getting funny looks and all that.
Is that right?
I got my gas. One dude said what's up, but the other two were looking at me funny, right? Yeah. That was the Thursday. 2 days later, that dude rolls up in that gas station and get killed.
Killed a 13-year-old, man. I know these.
No, the black dude.
Oh, that's a different shooting.
Yeah.
Because they killed a 13-year-old boy on this one, man. But yeah, that. Speak on that. Because people don't like speaking on the whole black and brown thing like it's not a real thing. It's a real fucking thing. And I keep telling people, as long as the wood is y'all brother, we can't be brothers. You know what I'm saying?
What?
They still out here turned up busting on black people, even though they getting deported right now and ICE is coming after them. And we getting told to support them. You know what I'm saying? Show solidarity. We need to show solidarity with the Latino community. Yeah, I hear that, dog. And it once upon a time I would have did that like 30 fucking years ago. Before you motherfuckers start coming through black neighborhoods shooting just any black person y'all see, not the gangsters, not the bangers, not the coasters, not the dudes y'all beefing with, because they would be ready for y'all. Y'all coming through and shooting just regular everyday people. And everybody in all these little meetings and community meetings and stuff try to act like they don't know none of this. Like they not stabbing us up in the pen and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you're not allowed to speak with us. We can't eat with them. But the wood is their brother, man. Hey, yo, fuck them. Until they get their shit together, hey, I love them to death, love them to life. Until they get the shit together and know who the fuck and what the fuck they is and who their enemy is, fuck them, dog. I'm good on them. They can have all the beef they want.
You ever notice how on the news, especially Fox News, like this is why I stopped watching Fox back in the day, right? And even till today, all right, with the little Mexican kid got killed by a Mexican man, right? 20-year-old Mexican man, right?
Yeah.
Now, on the news, they said they're looking for a man. Every time there's a white or Hispanic person, they just say, we are looking for a man.
Yeah, you sound like
So
Bill
when it's one of us, they said, we're looking for a black male.
On the real.
This height. Wearing this and that's the neck.
I wish I could pull the video up right now when Bill Cosby was talking about that back in the 60s. When they talk about other people in them newspapers and them reports, it's just a man. But when it's a black dude, they make sure you know he's black and gangster and apparently a member of the blah, blah, blah. You got his whole background. You know what I'm saying? On some real stuff. They didn't even want to release the information on the mass shooter in Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? Turns out he's some transgender crazy man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to look. Y'all, we seen pictures of Trayvon Martin with a hoodie on looking as menacing as possible when he got killed. But when these mass murderers go out and kill babies, they want to hold back the information and keep it. I wonder if he didn't survive. Had he survived, I wonder if they would have took him to in and out like they did Dylan Roof.
You know what they mostly talking about? In his case, whether he's a man or a woman.
On the real. And don't hate that transgender community because of what he did.
What? Oh, yeah. We so shocked at what the trans community, all the backlash the trans community is getting.
Yeah.
We're not talking about them.
Nobody's talking about them. Nobody's worried about them.
It doesn't matter. The dude killed these people. He is who he is.
He is who he is. That's all it is to that. Already.
But we're not talking about his sexuality right now. We're talking about what he did. He killed these kids.
Man, that's crazy because it's literally, let me see something. Can you hear this?
I'm Susan Harris-Nuna. Fox 11's Nick Garcia is
okay. Let's finish playing it then.
live on the scene with the latest on the search for the suspect. Nick, take it away.
Right, Susan. Well, that shooting happened just before midnight last night. We've learned a 13-year-old boy was waiting for his mom to finish her shift here at the gas station when he was shot and killed. Crime scene tape and evidence markers at the 76 gas station on Whittier and Rosemead Boulevards in Pico Rivera. The L.A. Sheriff's Department.
These scary-ass sheriffs got bust on by the dudes fleeing the shooting on Fig in Manchester. They bust on the sheriffs. They believed that, but that was them leaving the scene, and they shot at the sheriff. The scary-ass sheriffs didn't do nothing. I was shocked, bro. I was like, damn, the sheriffs didn't do shit. Since when the sheriffs let somebody bust on them? On record, dog. It's like, nigga, all of a sudden the show, y'all don't got, y'all remember.
Says around 11:45 Saturday night. Shots were fired, striking a 13-year-old boy. The gunman ran off before deputies arrived.
We know from video surveillance that he ran
west from the gas station and then in a northerly direction after that.
The teenager died at the scene. The tragedy happening just 2 miles from where a man was shot and killed at another gas station in Pico Rivera off Washington and Pass.
I'm about to say that must be the dude you was talking about.
Hey, both those gas stations are right around the corner from me, Joe.
And they doing it like, I mean, I knew Whittier and all of that. I know they wicked as hell, and I know they hate the Pinchy Mayate over there. They can say what the fuck they want. And the crazy part, you got gang interventionists that's coming from these areas, like my boy Bobby Yeye said, they're supposed to be working with brother gang interventionists, and they secretly don't even like black dudes. They don't like black people at all. And we steady getting told, well, we gotta work, we gotta show solidarity. Man, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you. Going with all that Martin Luther King crap, that is not the book. That's not the Bible. Oh man, if you don't know, if you my enemy, you my enemy till you not no more. I can still love you, but I'm gonna deal with you like an enemy. That bullshit.
On Thursday night. Witnesses said the victim exchanged words with the suspect immediately before he pulled the trigger. The search for that shooter continues as detectives say the close proximity is just a coincidence.
Based on the evidence obtained from that initial one from Thursday, compared.
Yeah.
If he was there, if he got killed Thursday night, I was there that same day.
Yeah. You had actually went by the same one. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy work, man. And it's like, dude, like I said in my last video, LA, California is the most you're not allowed to defend yourself state in America. The motherfucker the shit that just went on in Minnesota, you had an FBI dude on there talking about, well, the training, the children followed the training that we teach in these situations, the run, hide, fight. Run, hide, fight. Run, then hide. And if both of those fail, then you allowed to fight. That's California, dog.
So somebody breaking your house. Real.
Yeah, you're supposed to hide.
If you got a family.
Yeah.
If you have a family.
Yeah, they was trying to pass that new law, and they say LAPD went against it, because that means they got to run and hide, even in their house. The law gonna say, nope, you can't fight. You gotta flee. Try to get out of the back door, out of a window, any which way you can go. Flee. The state assembly was actually trying to push that and make that into a new law. These motherfuckers is crazy.
You know what the criminals gonna say to each other? Did you hear this?
They
sounds like Christmas.
They called outlaws for a fucking reason, dog. They are outside of the law. They don't give a fuck about your rules. For fully automatic weapons are banned in California, they don't give a fuck about that. The maximum capacity magazines are against the law in California. Somehow brothers still got drums. Somehow brothers still got drum clips.
When was the last AK-47 shooting? That shit was close.
It's that bullshit they be talking. Look, y'all only talking to legitimate, good working class registered gun owners. Y'all telling them that they can't have them fully, even though the person that's coming to shoot up their house got one. Y'all telling them they can't have a maximum capacity, even though the person that's coming to shoot their house up got one. Y'all don't get the fuck out the hood with that weak shit.
Hey man, motherfuckers walked up in my yard the other day. Looking for some other people, man. And look, I went and got my little bag of tricks.
Yeah.
And fired it up.
Yeah.
And I went outside. Who y'all looking for? Right?
On some real
shit. We looking for someone, this and that. Our people seen turn the lights out before I went outside. Our people seen turn the lights out before I went outside. But who y'all looking for? Just in case it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? Just to get me outside.
That bullshit, man.
Then my people was in the house. I was in the house. Heard voices. And I prepared myself.
As you should.
With my box of tricks.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying?
Chance favors the prepared. Motherfuckers can go on with that bullshit. No. If one thing the United Snakes of Amnesia supposed to believe in is fucking self-defense. If dudes knew there was chances cats they pulling up on had burners, or if Cali was an open carry state and they seen cats wearing their guns, you wouldn't have all of this, dog. You wouldn't have all of this shit on everything. If that was the case, if they knew cats had their burners and that cats standing out there ready for you to come pop so they can pop back, nothing detours a shooter better than a motherfucking person shooting back at their ass. Real talk.
Compared to the one tonight or last night on Saturday, we can say that they are not the same person involved and they are not related.
It's not clear what led up to the fatal shots Saturday night, but detectives are reviewing surveillance footage as they work to piece it all together.
13-year-old boy.
Now, again, the suspect in this case, as well as from the shooting that happened just down the road here on Thursday, are both still on the loose. Anyone with information about either investigation should give the sheriff's office a call or Crime Stoppers. That number is 800-222.
You dumb son of a bitch. Ain't nobody calling you motherfuckers. What? You passed that.
Evidence of.
Now, what was I talking about on yesterday's show, right? Listen to it.
Of mental health illness that we heard from the New York City Commissioner yesterday.
Now, this is the New York shooter. This is the shooter from New York, mass shooter, that happened to kill a woman in one of those buildings that was tied to a bunch of other billionaires who also died, like within 5 months of each other. This is what happened over there, right? Let's take a closer look at it. Let's take a closer look at what she's saying. Mental illness, where she. Let's keep going. Documented evidence of mental illness. Pay attention to the words.
That despite having mental health issues and well-documented issues, that he had a gun permit to a concealed firearms permit. And of course, that would have allowed him to buy the weapons, not just the military.
Shut up, Meg.
What the fuck you talking about? You don't have to have a concealed weapons permit to buy a gun. But listen, she's talking about his mental health situation, but he still was able to legitimately buy a weapon. Let's keep going.
And all they should be hoping to do is have someone to sit with.
Shouts out to my girl, Melanie King. I'm also put her link in the description. Follow her, man. She keep that bomb content popping.
With at lunch or someone to play with on the playground. And they should be waiting to hear an update when they get home.
Daz, I got
and
you.
that is not what these parents at the school experienced today.
A few moments later.
It's the guns, everyone. It's not really a secret.
It's the guns.
There are a lot of things to feel outraged about right now, and I really try.
So in today's video, we have got to talk about how the left can watch kids literally die in schools and churches and still come away blaming you for owning them.
You there, DA?
Yeah, and you know they got a suspect for the shooting, right?
They got a what?
Suspect.
Oh, for the one, which one? The 13-year-old, the other dude?
Yeah, 13-year-old.
Glad they do.
It was a 20-year-old that shot.
I was saying on yesterday's show that watch, they're gonna start talking gun control again. They're gonna start talking about restricting gun. They're gonna blame the inanimate object for what a transgender fruit nutcase did. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna blame the inanimate object. Gun control. But gun control means control your gun. Because your gun can't control you.
Hey, who was the king of that?
What's the king of gun?
Every time something happened, it was some mass shooting or any kind of shooting. Boy, Obama.
Yeah, Obama pushed it to the limit. Everything. But he still never did a federal executive order for gun ban, but no kind of gun ban of any kind. Neither did Biden.
Hey, the dude that shot the kid was 20 years old, and they got a worldwide manhunt out for him, right?
Yeah, baby,
so he shot the kid. He shot the kid, started to walk away, then ran up and put 3 more in his head.
Damn. He shot that kid like he know him. But I knew,
That's what I said.
I knew. It's all of these different. Now they talking about gun control. Did you hear the lady crying just now? Let's listen to my girl Melanie real quick. Check her out. I don't know if you know about Melanie Dog, but follow her. She be on her shit.
Gun. They'll excuse the trans shooter, then lecture us with this kumbaya nonsense. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will make your blood boil.
I think it's either like you have to be honest and say what will actually work, which is what nobody wants to hear, which is that there are just simply way too many firearms and they're way too accessible. And even if
they're too powerful?
And they're too powerful. Even handguns, too. Again, that's why in Australia, it doesn't matter if it's not politically acceptable to say it. I'm not here as a politician or anyone who works in politics. I'm a journalist. Whether or not you like it, the only thing.
The last thing Americans are going to do right now is give up their fucking guns. With all this shit. They put military in cities telling them to enforce local law. Last thing, especially these white folk, they ain't finna give up their guns.
Thing that really works, if you really wanted to bring down gun violence, was to do what Australia did and to do what many other countries in Europe do. I realize I will get so much hate mail over this. People will tell me that I'm a communist and all these other things, and I'm so terrible, which also only reinforces the point, as I will definitely get, some sort of like
blowback,
not just blowback, but like threatening blowback, which is to say, like, these people like who are supposed to be so law-abiding are so quick to tell me that, like, I ought to die or whatever else it is.
Or you better watch out.
Right.
Oh, there it is. The mask slips straight from the horse's mouth. The only solution is taking away your guns. Forget the Constitution. Forget your right to defend your family. No. Australia's the model now. And notice how they play the victim too. Oh, people call me a communist. I get mean emails. Buddy, if you're advocating for the government to strip people,
the country where the insects can kill you, you talking about they can't carry a gun. The gun where you, instead the country where you can fuck around and run into what they call them, an emu. And a cassowary or something, a bird that could kick you to death. And you gonna talk about y'all can't have a gun. I tell you about these devils. They don't go for everybody. They don't go for everybody.
people of their freedoms, you are sounding like a communist. That's not hate mail, that's reality. And speaking of mask slipping, wait until you see how fast they rush to protect the shooter's identity instead of the victims. Watch this.
5 years ago was Robert.
Real talk, like you were saying.
Robin. Okay. This is being seized in all corners, as you can imagine, in all sorts of ways. And you know that, Mayor. And perhaps that's why when you spoke about this so profoundly and powerfully as you are even here now, but when you spoke about this today publicly, you voiced concern for the transgender community, for the community overall. And obviously, you chose to do that in that moment because you thought it was important. And I wanted to give you a chance to say why you felt it was important to do that in that moment.
Obviously, I've heard about the rhetoric and the narrative that is being pushed out, but here's the thing. Anybody that is going to use this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any community has lost touch with a common humanity. We got to be
You dumb son of a... Shut up, bitch!
Operating not out of hate for any group, but out of a love for our children. That's where the focus needs to be right
Shut up, Meg.
now. A love for our kids, seeing these kids not just as somebody else's kids, this horrific thing happened, but what if it was our own? How would we feel then? So, look, we need to be standing up for every community out there, a Catholic community too, by the way. I mean, any community that suffers.
You hear that? Not a word about accountability. Not a word about protecting innocent children. Instead, it's all...
Not a word about adding some goddamn security. I ain't gonna quit saying it. All of these infrastructures gotta have armed security, dog, in this day and age.
I don't think old boy believed in what he was saying. Somebody put him out there to say that shit.
Don't reckon, dog. He sounded like he didn't believe it. Like he was forcing himself to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody put him out there to say that.
Don't reckon. It's like he know damn well you feel just like I do. You want to stop these shooters, you're gonna have to put armed personnel. Not school police, not police driving by. What you're gonna have to put security on the campus. I know it's the second largest industry in the country, and nobody wants to pay for it. But unfortunately, this is something that's gonna have to get done. And these punk ass police gonna have to start being more cooperative with these goddamn security officers, because y'all really ain't shit without security. Let every guard in LA call off on one day. Y'all think y'all seen some shit.
Don't villainize the trans community. We need love. Excuse me? A Catholic school just had its kids slaughtered, and your first instinct is to turn this into a Hallmark card for identity politics. That is the Democrat playbook. Always shield the ideology, right? Never confront the evil. And they don't just stop there. They double down. Same talking points, same script. Here's another one parroting it almost word for word.
Shit like this happens, and the first thing Democrats think that you're going to do is try to take somebody's gun. When everybody's looking at what happened and saying, nigga, I need to go buy me one. Oh, I need to get me some more rounds. I need to get me some more clips. Because no, you don't know if any of this could ever come to your doorstep. This is the United Snakes of Amnesia. It's possible. It can happen. We got proof that it can happen. And then these punk ass, tenderfoot ass states like California, in Texas, somebody would have put that dude down. Somebody would have heard it and came out with their gun and shot his ass. But California, California minister, you can't. No, we got gun laws. Same thing in Cali with all that shit that was going on. If somebody would have been a registered person with a firearm and return fire, it's a good chance they would have saved some of them people from getting shot or people from getting killed on everything. Nothing deters a shooter like rounds getting returned at his ass. You and I both know we've been in this business. The security been every time I've ever shot at somebody or seen somebody shoot at somebody that's shooting, they change they motherfucking mind. They not tough no more. They not tough. Hold on 1 second. Let me to my boy Daoud coming. Hey, I'm gonna call you right back, DA.
All right.
All right. Brother Daoud.
Brother Jay to the goddamn beat. What's up, baby?
We live, man. We going over these shootings, man. I was just going through the videos, man. Your girl, Melanie King, talking about how the Democrats is talking about gun restriction and we need gun laws again all of a sudden.
Nah, we don't need none of that, man. That's hey, them, like Jim said, them are sensitive, deep-rooted problems, man, that is rooted in people's self-esteem, people, our people having a spiritual disconnect. And my thing is that, before you start addressing and making moves, hey, man, go talk to the churches. Them are their parishioners' children out there. Where the churches at? What happened to the days where the churches intervened and resolved and did things? There's no faith base out here.
Yeah, where's the church doing their intervention? When Twilight shook 12 hand, the churches was the ones who pulled that together.
Man, come on, man. Where's some marriages, man? Some of y'all nephews and cousins out here, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Black and Latino, man. I just was showing my boy the video over in Whittier. They just shot the 13-year-old boy at the gas station, but they killed a brother at a gas station right around the corner from there. That didn't make the news like the young kid getting killed because they didn't want to put that racial element in there. My boy lives in Pico Rivera, and he's like, hey, man, he's like, hey, JB, hey, they funny as hell. I get stared at and all that. Y'all supposed to be under the microscope of ISIS right now. Y'all still being racist towards brothers.
Racism, really, like I said, it's more competitive and, controlling certain environments that they feel like is a threat. So, I remember growing up and going to college in Bakersfield, they had two communities. One was Oildale, where all the rich white folks was living at. Then you had Cottonwood area, where all the poor people lived at. But in Oildale was an oil town, so all those kids was privileged, and they was all white. You better not go down there. They was still beating you and hanging.
Just like that.
But what they was protecting was that oil. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's in that town, hey man, you enjoy the spoils of what you subduing over there, and that's that damn oil. So it's a town, you know what I'm saying? And they keeping everybody out, even to the point where it's in, hey, it looked like it's racism, but I'm really protecting something. So it's like, well, black folks going in places right there in Whittier and all these places, man, where, I'm sure 30 years ago, black folks was there, and now black folks can't even go in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Should always be looked at, you know what I'm saying, through a microscope, because it's important for us to keep up with suppression and prevent people from really being free. This is a free country. We fought wars for this motherfucker. Tell me we fought wars and you can't you can't go past Central. You know what I'm saying?
On the real.
You know,
Let's talk. Realist talk on everything, man. And that it turns out.
Oh yeah, you got this game, got that game.
It turns out turns out the young brother that lost his life on Main and Century, that's my boy Randy from Avalon's son, man. Yeah, he was just on the news, man. I just seen him. I've been trying to call him, man, but
yeah, man. Condolences, man. You know, we gotta, like I said, these are tragic situations, man. Whereas our kids can't even live in peace. You know, and the most scariest thing is having kids today is that, you know, when, at least partial when we grew up before all the gang shit got involved, we was able to walk and explore, you know, as far as we can not get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk. We used to walk to Willowbrook Park all the way from
we used to go catch the bus to the malls and, you know, I mean, you know, we didn't have no danger. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the whole truce was predicated on, man, trying to get it back to that type of, you know, existence, you know, and you don't have to kill nobody, man, fight somebody. We fought back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And it was guns around, but, you know, people wouldn't hate on one another that much. You know, to kill somebody and put yourself in for what you consider disrespect, man, that's to show you the value of black life.
Over a
that's
fight,
how that,
man. Over a fight,
yeah, man. You know,
can't take a loss, man. We was talking about that on Bobby Yeye channel. I was in here with him and a bunch of the youngsters. We was talking about the cats catching fades or whatever. And I was like, man, it's hard to do that now because these youngsters can't handle a fat lip or a black eye. We used to come home with those with black eyes as badges of honor back in the day. What happened, man? I got it out with these 2 or 3 cats on the bus stop, man, and you held your own, right? You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't necessarily, let's get in the car, go bust on them. No. You fought them, they fought you back, it's over. You know what I'm saying? On everything.
Yeah. You know, back in the days, there's always, you know, to a point where every once in a while you hear a gunshot. You know what I'm saying? Then it became, during the crack era, more relevant. And then we quelled that using the gun to solve your conflicts, because at the end of the day, you can't take that back. Nope. You know, you go to jail, you get caught, or somebody kill you, you know, it's still a loss. You know, and the thing is that, you know, even if you get caught, somebody tell you, the camera catch you. You know, you in jail, you on the 4-yard, and you're in there with the same people that you thought was your enemy, and y'all in there, y'all gotta watch each other back, and you gotta do that for 30 years.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I was talking about that, man. The cameras is everywhere, and these youngsters, man, just did all of this shooting, and in a minute, they're gonna start getting grabbed, and they're gonna start getting shown footage of them, and they're gonna not believe they ain't gonna be able to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know,
caught up. Oh, damn, man, it went that way. You know what I'm saying? On the real, dog.
Yeah, we got to invest more into our young kids, man, our youth, you know, our teenagers. We gotta, you know, as that's what I say, it's important that our spiritual community engage into this process and intervene from the heavy hand approach, because right now the state of California is overpopulated with criminals and people that's locked in jail. There's no amnesty for a lot of our young men. So a lot of them out here living in the wild. You know what I'm saying?
Man, living in the wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, living in the wild, man, and then having disabilities such as you can't read and write.
Yeah,
so you're forced to live a certain lifestyle where you can't read and write. You got to learn how to steal and fight. And most people are trying to make it through the rapping and trying to make it through certain things. And I mean, you know, social media has really heightened that.
Yeah,
those type of attacks right now. So, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, you know, where you at? You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, your platform is used to help, you know, foster this type of social engineering, whereas in our kids who having challenges and have disabilities have to act out a character in order for them still to survive. So if you can see the dress code and, you know, the hairstylists, and they call it culture, but it's really not our culture. It's a subculture, and it's tied to corporate. Yeah, and it's tied to corporations and the way they market and promote image and likeness. You know what I'm saying? And so that engulfs our kids, man. And the best way they seeing people who dress and act like that in the culture, they solve their conflict by ways of mowing each other down.
Real talk on everything. That's a pretty much overall breakdown of exactly what we seeing going on. And the truth is, we got, like I said earlier in the show, we got interventionists that could be effective, but they not getting the support from these funders that these other people are getting, that we see through what's going on in the streets. These people are not effective.
Well, you know, intervention is what we did in 1992. You know, Homicides is at an all-time high. People was just getting shot just because they had on red or blue. People was just getting shot because they just lived in the neighborhood. It wasn't probably affiliated in no other way, but was forced inside the environment because of the threat and the fear. And so, those situations right there happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we took the time. You know what I'm saying? To resolve those conflicts. We took the time, and that what we phrase today is called intervention. When you create ceasefires, we have a lot of open conflicts out here, and they've been going on for a long time, and it's have trickled down to generations and generations. Whereas most people don't even really realize what they're really fighting for, especially those who just got put on from a neighborhood, and you really didn't know the character. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's the badge of honor. You know what I'm saying?
You really didn't know what you was getting yourself into, but here it is.
So,
you got into it anyway.
Yeah. So that was intervention. You know what I'm saying? That was intervention. We intervened, and what has to happen is that what we did is that we empowered those who had the influence to be able to navigate through all the different cliques in your neighborhood to be able to resolve peace. So, we developed people like that was already conscious of this and wanted to do it, but, and we kind of did it in a way whereas when incidents and conflicts happen, these people open up lines of communication, because that's the only thing that shut down between two warring conflicts, our neighborhoods, is that there's no line of communication other than prison.
No talk.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think a lot of the brothers that's in prison on certain levels need to reach back in, because that's how you build your alliances sometimes. It's got to be in high places where people that respect, because most people in the life of crime, knowing two things can happen to you. You're going to either die or you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And so, so there's a affiliation with that. So, and you got to have that, man, because we have to start preventing a lot of this stuff from happening, because it's open conflicts.
It's about prevention.
And then it's hot people outside, and social media is out of control, especially when it comes to our section, which we control podcasting and all that stuff for a lot of our communication, which I can believe can be a power force, but right now it's being used as a negative against our own self, So we got to just engage, and resolve these conflicts, man. Get back to these ceases, man. Then set up ways that we can coexist with each other, because we are together. We are power. We are economic power. We are political power. We are power. You know what I'm saying? And we are spending power.
Yes,
and so, in LA, what we have to do as a race, because our numbers have dwindled way beyond, and it's going down lower and lower because we getting trapped in all these vices. And so we have to now start harvesting our people, man. That's why I say conflicts and stuff like that's going on today, that's stemming from misunderstandings or bump-ins or disrespect. Man, we have to analyze those right there. We got to harvest every young black man, every young black woman, child. We got to be able to harvest them to ensure that we even got a future. Look at our young generation in LA. Do we look like we got a future? And are we happy when we as socioeconomically as older black folks? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, we have to change the paradigm. And I think it's our time to be able to put that in position or bring that into existence. You know what I'm saying? Amongst our people, we got the power. We got God for one.
Yes, sir.
And we have to focus with the energy. And it's not about peace. It's about unification. You know what I'm saying? So we can come together. You know what I'm saying? Man, we can move mountains. LA is dead because there's no spirit. We didn't hand it down to our generations. People in power is dying with the power. You know what I'm saying?
On everything.
As black, you know what I'm saying? They dying with it, going to jail with it, man. They didn't integrate it, didn't bring it out, didn't look at the overall population, you know what I'm saying? And really make real moves. And so that's what we got to instruct in this younger generation, because they're far advanced. They got a lot of more things that we didn't have. They got technology. And they got the world for them, and the only thing they're lacking is leadership. You know what I'm saying? They're lacking leadership, real survival leadership, not just leadership. You running a nonprofit, no, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We don't just want the nonprofit shit of it. You know what I'm saying? We talking about real fucking constructive leadership. Whereas, you know, hey man, you knowing how to be a man. You know, nonprofit can't teach you how to be a man. Can't teach you how to be a boy male. Can't teach you certain things that, you know, another person can teach you and train you. Are things that we can research and implement, you know what I'm saying, back into our culture. We are culture.
Real talk.
You know, so
Everything.
I mean that's just my take on things. And like I said, it's just a sad situation seeing these uprisings and ticking and deadly shootings. You know what I'm saying? You know, we call it a senseless, like a senseless killing. You know what I'm saying? There's no sense to doing that because you could, you know, you it's always good to be the bigger man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you live by what you do and you die by what you do. And you know, hey man, and from experience and looking at and talking and analyzing, you know, hey man, doing good deeds you reward good blessings from Allah.
Yes,
doing
sir.
bad deeds you reward blessings and negative from God.
That's
So
right.
the same pain you inflict on others, you'll probably get it back 10 times if you really had an intention. Don't put in your heart the intention of hatred because you're gonna earn that back 10 times.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
so a win
The more
and
you
reap
get,
the
you
world
know,
win. You better
man, that's
know
how it is, man. You know, and that's us, that's black folks. And when we don't understand that, then they get conflicted. That's why I say, you know, it's important that our spiritual community get back involved with our people and
sir.
giving them a higher source because we can overcome any and everything with a great alignment with God. You know what I'm saying? And His creation of all worlds.
On everything, man, and it don't have to be like this. The truth is, we got enough in our background. Like I said earlier in the show, we had the 90s. We tried to get, we had the 90s. Our parents had the 60s, but nonetheless, these were two powerful movements, decades apart, that did a lot for our people. We know what to, we got the ability, man, but we always gonna be dealing with that counterintelligence. But we should even be better at dealing with that at this point.
Oh man, let me tell you something, man. Everything that was suppressing us is dying off, and there wasn't a warm handoff. And so, you know, and one thing they can't do is stop what God decreed to happen for the believers and those who endured all that madness. We know and we've been through, and what they can look at us and say, them niggas still standing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and man, you know, hey, no matter what we doing, how we done it, and what you done, God made us where we can always overcome in difficulties. See what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
Just like the 9 months of being born, you're going to go through difficulties in life, but being able to overcome them, you know what I'm saying, it's the reward and the real history, you know what I'm saying, that's going to leave a legacy for yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's what we install into them. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the value in yourself. We're teaching you more about your self-esteem and how value you are as a person. Right. How value is as a resident. You guess what? If you're a resident here, you own the city charter. You own the charter of the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know, or Las Vegas.
Yeah.
A legal resident up under the definition of under the city charter has a different meaning than reading and someone telling you that. You know, there's a legal definition. So we understand the power of who he is and what we have the ability to do as a collective. You know, people to stop bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. We just got to put ourselves together, man, and get it together. It's gonna be hard, but all of this shit done been.
Oh man, I tell you, difficulties are part of our existence.
It's part of our fucking existence. Get used to it. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah, you already know when it's too easy, you don't put no effort into it. Like, man, that ain't nothing.
Man, ain't gotta worry about
when it's difficult, hey man, a challenge. Oh man, I'm with that, man. I'm with that. I'm with the challenge. You know what I'm saying?
On the real, man, you appreciate it.
I don't want nothing easy. Oh, you trying to get to me? What's going on with it? You know what I'm saying? You know, real motherfucker respond different when it comes too easy. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, yeah. Why that just happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, it makes you curious. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man.
So, you know, man, we up for the challenge. And like I'm saying, I think we more closer to it than ever. We just got to call the car of the faithful ones, you know what I'm saying, man, to engage our population, man. But look at our socioeconomic, spiritual, and mental conditions and understand that before you come. Yeah. Because that's what you're going to engage. You're going to engage a broken person. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man.
And it's up to you if you're a God maker and if you're a person, you got the real touch of God to really turn someone into a positive, you know, because you're more better for me productive than being a detriment. A detriment is you going to jail, you're on probation, taking money out of our pocket. But if you're a productive person, guess what? You put money, you're a part, you got money, you supporting the county, paying your taxes, you take care of your family, you're not a burden to society. We want to create people like that.
Right.
By whatever will they choose and what route they take, because that's your journey. It ain't our journey.
Yeah.
But we want you to have a journey though. If you ain't got a journey, hey man, look, bro, life is like a journey. And there's no destinations other than the graveyard. And if you're trying to get there fast, bro, all you have to do is, man, before you go, man, let me buy your heart, let me buy your organs, let me buy all that shit. Man, because somebody can use that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you want to fuck it off? We can use your parts.
Yeah, let me use all the motherfucking parts, man. Let me insure all this shit right here for you, my nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
got that. We can use all
man,
of that.
Let me insure all this shit right here, because, man, somebody going to need this. That shit right there, heart worth motherfucking 30,000. Man, fuck you talking about, yeah, hey, man. I don't even want the iris of your eye, man. The Chinese want them. You know what I'm saying? Them 15,000.
All that shit go on the market.
Look, 15,000 a pair. You ready to die, nigga. Let me get my fucking man. Let me buy this off your ass, nigga.
Yeah, man. Hell, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. If you ready to do it like that, man, at least let somebody benefit, man.
Yeah.
Shit,
Real
don't go and let the DMV take it all.
Everything.
With that signing your shit on that donors list, you give it all to the DMV. You wonder why they so rich? You think they rich cause they give you license? No, motherfucker, you got that thing on your donor too. They in the business of body parts.
Everything, dog.
Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no you more likely to die in a crash. Any motherfucking thing, man. I need all that. You know what I'm saying? man, you got all that thing. I'm a donor, man. You getting all that, man.
That's real shit.
Getting all that, man.
I never put
but
that shit on my driver's
niggas won't give it to us.
Everything. You won't fuck it up.
Just imagine you giving out motherfuckers volunteering their life parts over to you as a company. Man, look how much money they're gaining, man. Man.
It's my Twilight used to always say money is in flesh.
Man.
He said, no, nothing make more money than flesh, JB. I'm like, really? He's like, nothing.
Nothing, brother. Nothing, man.
It's real shit,
man. Nothing, man. You know, and all you have to do, you can add chat GPS now. How much money does DMV earn off donors?
Damn.
Hey, body part. Wait, you a fight shooting yourself. Hey, you fucking around for the old me a DMV. I'm giving all my license to immigrants. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a piece of that.
Amnesty. They call them motherfucking amnesty license. You know what I'm saying?
Say, I gotta get a piece of that action.
Man, fuck yeah, man. Somebody gotta get insured.
Man, I appreciate you calling in, big bro.
All the time, my good brother. You already know how we do it,
life,
JP.
man. Hey, we gonna try to do that thing
brother.
Sunday, man. I think I got everything in order. I'm gonna get with you tomorrow. We gonna go all the way over it, man, and make sure everything is good.
Let's do it.
Love you to death, man. I'll see you soon, big bro.
Likewise, big bro.
All right, did. My brother Dahu in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, that's my time. Actually, that's past my time. But we want to give all praises to the Most High God for allowing us to come together, man. Appreciate my big brother Dahu stepping up in here and my brother DA stepping in for the first time. Look forward to hearing more from them brothers, man, because we're going to be coming together and doing more of these shows together, man, because the truth is we know the formula, we know the techniques, and we know how to help our people. We just need the ability. The truth is the enemy and keep us so distracted, man, that we just don't get the opportunities, man. But once again, man, you've been in here with your boy Bam Bam Belly Young, one of Watt's 3 sons. Doing the damn thing, man. Your drum major for justice, because it's just us not getting no justice, man. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. 360 degrees, comprehend. We live to die, we die to live again. Whether it be here in the kingdom. See every one of y'all. Hey, man, keep breathing, man. You got the opportunity to get it right, and I need you to get it right. Come back to God's law, statutes, and commandments, man. One of y'all, man. We don't have a lot of time, man. My master's going to level this place on record. Yo, man, shouts out to my beloveds, man, all the people that is going through it right now. My man, Randy, man, my prayers are with you, brother. I'm going to talk to you, man. I'm here for you, man. It's breaking my heart what you're going through, and I ain't talked to you. Break you down. And to everybody else who's lost loved ones, and family members that have been shot or hurt during these last few days, man, it was terrible. Hey, we gonna get it together, man. Until next time, man. Y'all stay up, y'all stay true, man, and y'all keep on breathing.